Extreme 103, XR103.com.
Stay tuned because coming up next is Marketing Secrets Revealed, making you our next millionaire, right here on the 7-Figure Year Marketing Show with Derek Jones.
You are listening to Extreme 103 HD, XR103.com, a deep end media station.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of 7-Figure Year Marketing. I am Derek Jones, your host, Marketing Secrets Revealed, making you our next millionaire. I am so glad to have you here. 7-Figure Squad in the building. All right, glad to have you here. You know who you are. And I'm also always glad to have our new listeners and viewers, hoping you will become part of the 7-Figure Squad one day as well. All right, so today we're going to pick up on where we left off at. Last week was explosive. We talked about my sum formula, status, urgency, membership, and mobile. We didn't quite get to the membership and mobile part, so we're going to pick up, and because I got a lot of emails and a lot of tweets about talk to us about membership and how can that work for us, okay? And then mobile. The other things I'm going to talk about are direct mail. All right, so a lot of people say direct mail doesn't work anymore because of the internet. Absolutely wrong. I'm going to give you tips and strategies and secrets on how to make direct mail work for you. Okay, and then last, we're going to be talking about the 3 things you should always have in your marketing messages. So whether it's a business card, whether it's a flyer, whether it's an email, whether it's your website, these 3 things must be in place on every marketing piece that you send out. Okay? All right. So 7-Figure Squad, you know what time it is. It's roll call. If you want to be part of the 7-Figure Squad, okay, you know what to do. You follow me at Twitter at 7-Figure Year, and you tweet 7-Figure Squad. I'm sorry, hashtag 7-Figure Squad plus your company name, what you do, and your website. Or you can place all that on our Facebook page at 7-Figure Year Marketing. So let's see who we got in the house. Okay, we have Miss Saritha Robinson at crprofessions.com. Thank you, Saritha, for following us. She does tax preparation and business plan for small businesses and accounting services, things like that. So if you want to connect with her, if you're a small business and you need to get incorporated or have your taxes done, reach out to Saritha at crprofessions.com. Once more, crprofessions.com. Thank you, Saritha, for joining us. Who else do we have? We have Miss Lottie Ferguson. Back from my hometown up in Flint. She is flintfamilyfun.com. Once more, flintfamilyfun.com. And what they do, they post family-friendly events. So if you have kids and whatever, siblings, and you want to have fun time with them, it's safe, it's good, go to flintfamilyfun.com. You'll see all types of things that you can do with your family at a low price. And see who else. All right, we got Kelly. Thank you, Kelly, for joining us. KellysPermanentMakeup.com. Again, KellysPermanentMakeup.com. And what she does, she just like it says, she puts permanent makeup on. So the permanent eyebrows or lipstick, right? So you don't have to, ladies, you don't have to, and men too, if that's what you do, because that's
yeah.
but yeah, so you don't have to worry about every morning putting your lipstick on and your makeup and what have you. Okay, and then who else do we have? Okay, we have Kathy over at Legacy Grooming. Okay, so she takes care of your pets. So if you want your pet looking and smelling nice and friendly and fun, take them over to Legacy Grooming, legacygrooming.com, and go see Kathy. All right. Now, again, if you want to be on the Seven Figure Squad, if you want your business announced, tweet or follow me at Seven Figure Year and tweet hashtag Seven Figure Squad plus your company name, what you do, and your web address, or post all of that on our Facebook page. All right. All right. Let me clear this up. All right. So we're going to get started. I want to have and introduce a very good friend of mine, Mr. Herbert Anderson, before we get into our topics. And the reason why I have him on the show is a very special reason. One, he is one of the main reasons why I moved to Texas. Just real quick, I came down here. I'm from Michigan. I'm from Michigan, and
so, Go Wolverines!
Yeah,
right?
there we go. There we go. So I came down here during the holiday season, and they were still finishing the football stadium, Cowboy Stadium. And man, this brother showed us around and took us to dinner and took us to different neighborhoods. And when I saw Arlington, I was like, coming from Flint, where it's not so busy and not so much happening, I got down to Arlington and it was just hustling and bustling in the new stadium. So when I saw the stadium, I was like, I'm setting my story, because I have a romantic comedy that I've written, and I'm setting my story in Arlington. So, Mr. Herb Anderson, thanks for exposing me to Arlington and different aspects of it. And yeah, welcome to the show.
Welcome. Thank you so much, Derek. I really appreciate being your guest.
Yes.
Thank you.
And so, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, currently I just did a career shift. I am a insurance agent with New York Life, or NILIC. I just started my career there and actually just got contracted this week to be an agent. So right now we're in the middle of doing a $50 billion empowerment program that's directly marketed to the African American community to ensure that they understand the purpose of creating a legacy, an estate, and also generational wealth through the tool of using insurance as the body of that method.
Okay.
So just today alone, we went to an empowerment conference in Dallas today, and it was to highlight all the things that have been done so far in our efforts, but also what's left on the table to get out there to get the message out to our community.
Okay, so you'll be picking up the slack and doing 10,000 policies in the next year?
Well, I hope to soon get paid because as being new, that's one of the things in a commission-based business is to get out and network and talk to as many people as you can and build your business on the fact that if I don't particularly get a contract through you, folks that are out there that have a need based on where they're at in their horizon as far as their life. And the key is to have an exit strategy, whether that exit strategy is through retirement and or when you leave the face of this earth, and what legacy are you going to leave for your family and then the generation that leaves behind them. And a beautiful story was told today by Eugene Miller, that he said something as far as generational wealth within different ethnicities, especially in the Jewish community. And what they do, if there's a family of, let's say, 8 folks, they create the policy on the eldest folks that are in the family. So they write a $1 million policy on the oldest folks in the family. It could be the grandparents or the parents. And what that does, it leaves a time frame for when they are here on Earth. So the kids within that family pay the premiums on it, and they insure the life of the grandparent or the parent. And then when they decease and pass on to a greater power, that $1 million policy is paid out, and it's going through that family to create education, to create entrepreneurship, to put that money back into the community as philanthropy. and it also gives the opportunity for that paid wedding, and also it gives the 20% down payment on that home that generally cannot be created through your earnings. So, there was a whole lot of beautiful examples of how to create wealth through insurance.
So they're insuring them they're pretty much on their way out. So,
Absolutely. And, for black folks, we look at insurance as, the end all of, why would we want to insure, our lives, against some tragic thing that happens. And the beauty of it is that usually in the black community, there's insurance agents that peddle towards burial insurance because that's the cheapest method that African Americans can pay for. But we need to flip the script in that and look at the high road in a sense that we need to start when we have young professionals and teach and train and develop through educating of what insurance can do to build generational wealth. We are one of the only few cultures in America that don't have generational wealth. It's amazing how cultures have come in from different countries into this beautiful country and have been able to establish something real quick and to leave a legacy for the generations that have come after them, and how they spend their own money in their own community to build businesses so that that generational wealth continues through a cycle.
Great. Is there a number or a way that our listeners and viewers can contact you to help you get going and moving?
Absolutely, Derek. You can reach me and contact me on my cell phone. It's 682-561-5439. And again, 682-561-5439. And since I'm new, I don't have an email yet. But if you want to reach me by email, my personal email is herbceo1@gmail.com. And again, herbceo1@gmail.com.
Okay. All right. Well, you went to that program today, so I know you've got a lot of things that you can share in even going through your classes. So yeah, reach out to Herb, and yeah, he'll get you going in the right direction.
Absolutely.
So thank you for that, Mr. Herb.
Absolutely.
And please forgive Washington Barber College, my sponsors for today. Look, if you're looking for a career and you want a career change, you must call Washington Barber College. Now, they're out of Little Rock, okay? But it is the finest and best barber college in the land. Look, I remember I was doing some consulting work up there, and they had somebody from Hawaii come to the college, right? So we reach out to Washington Barber College, washingtonbarbercollege.edu, or you can call Mr. Arlo Washington at area code 501-568-8800. Once more, 501-568-8800. Give them a call if you want a career path, that you have your own business and you're working on hours and can provide for your family. WashingtonBarberCollege.edu out of Little Rock, Arkansas. Arlo Washington, the master barber. All right, thank you, Washington Barber College, for sponsoring us today. So we're going to get into our first topic, membership.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Outstanding.
Yeah, so again, I've been talking about membership. Well, I talk about it all the time, but I've had callers and listeners. And speaking of that, if you have questions, you can call us in 214-504-3854. Once more, 214-504-3854. We're looking forward to your calls and answering any questions you may have. Once more, 214-504-3854. But yeah, so why membership? Well, membership, if you remember the American Express commercial, membership has its privileges.
Yes, it does.
Now, they were talking about privileges for the customers, but it also has privileges for the company owner. Okay, so for the customers, obviously, you get discounts, special rates, early access to products or services. You get upgrades. So think about the memberships that you belong to right now. Okay, and the privileges that you have as being a member versus not being a member. Okay, so it gives you, again, access and special treatment, okay, that you get if you're not a member. Okay? Now, the way it works and the privilege it gives for the owner, one thing, it fences you in. Okay, so if you're a member of whatever, like if you have a Shell gas card, you're a member of the Shell, right? So you're more apt to go to a Shell gas station than a non-Shell. So they they kind of box you in, so to speak, as a member because hey, I got this Shell card, I'm a Shell member. I'm not going to get my gas anywhere else, or a Macy's car, or whatever the case may be. So you fence in your customers, clients, or patients when you make them members. Because, I mean, think back even to when we were kids. We all wanted to belong. We wanted to be in the club. Right? Right? Can you can't come up into the treehouse because you're not a member of the club.
Absolutely.
You know? So
privilege membership.
Exactly. So, having membership makes people feel like that they belong to something, and we all want to belong to something. We just do. Okay. So it fences your customers in. Now, what's really great about membership, and people don't realize is that you can hide behind prices or the price comparison with other products. It doesn't go away, but it's mitigated. It's lowered, meaning, if you have a membership to, I don't know, my clothing store, okay, and I say, look, I'm not selling you clothes, Herb. I'm selling you membership
and
to my
access to, right.
I'm selling you membership to my clothing store. Oh, and by the way, you just happen to be able to get some clothes to go with it.
Absolutely.
So I'm not charging Herb for clothes. I'm charging him for membership. Okay. I have a lady that I'm working with now. She does cakes, and so I told her, don't sell your cakes. Sell membership to your cakes. So they buy the membership, and so now they're not paying for the cake. So her cakes that sell for $300, okay, versus someone who sells it for $50. Well, I'm not selling my cake for $300. My membership is $300, and with the membership, you get this cake.
Absolutely.
So it lowers and mitigates price comparison. So when that happens and you position yourself in that way, you win.
Absolutely. I think what it does, Derek, it gives exclusivity and a privilege to shop at that place of business that gives amenities to certain customers based on the level of the membership. And you're talking into your $1 million segment is how do you differentiate yourself away from your competition, and how do you package your product within the membership to give exclusivity to that business so that you are getting the best bang for your buck, because the capital expenditure that you put into this, there's a return on investment to get out of it. Mm-hmm. And by having customers come through your business, that's the payoff. And memberships are it's not new to business. I mean, there's many businesses that do it on a macro level, and there's some that do it on a micro level. And, the perfect example to lead into this is I used to work for Sam's Club. Mm-hmm. And Sam's Club, much like Costco, was a membership-based organization in which actually all the profits are mostly derived off of membership revenue.
Exactly.
And so with that being an example to the $1 million market that you're going and talking to, is how do you differentiate your product to get somebody to buy that $120 a year membership, and what are you giving with inside that? Are you opening up your doors early? Are you giving special discounts? Is there special travel incentives? Are you giving a new product line that only those certain members can get to? And it builds a base of business based on the ones at the lower end of the membership run to get to that higher premium level.
Sure.
To buy exclusive merchandise, exclusive premieres, whatever the case may be. Perfect example on the micro level is cigar bars. The good ones go out and solicit memberships to their customer base, and what that does for them, it is not only giving you the rental to have that box and that humidor to store your $1,000 cigars, but the exclusivity to certain vendors that come in to do premium shows on premium brands of their cigars. You are one of the first to be able to taste their product, and on that level, there might be a connoisseur of bourbon who comes in to accentuate that cigar, but only you can get that bourbon because you paid that premium membership.
Sure. And the other thing, and you're absolutely right, the other thing that membership does is it gives the owner recurring monthly revenue, and whether it's monthly or quarterly or whatever, but every month you're whacking someone's credit card for whatever amount of level of membership that they're at. And I'll tell you, I always use this example. People say, well, my business is different and I can't, enroll membership into what I'm doing. Listen to this. There are hospitals, okay, with emergency rooms that sell membership to their emergency room. So what that means is if I have membership to the emergency room and I have a hangnail and, you have a bullet wound, I'm jumping you no matter how severe your injury is, because I've paid for membership at that emergency room. So I get to jump the line in front of you no matter what your, whatever your emergency is, okay? So that if that entity can have membership, absolutely anybody doing anything can enroll and integrate membership into their products and services.
Absolutely. And I think the platform has already been built, Derek, from the standpoint. So, if you're questioning yourself from how do I do this, from basically nothing, just use the examples of what's already been built and then differentiate your product line from what the other competition does in your same segment. And you can put spins on it, you can create, and the beauty about business is innovation and creation.
Sure.
And if you can innovate and create within your segment and build that membership base into your marketing plan and how you want to drive business, the sky's the limit, and, you see it at, you see it at the macro level, you see it at the micro level. There's a middle market that does it. So wherever your business is, from an annual revenue standpoint, you can mimic those that have already tested it and just put your own spin on it.
Absolutely. And so with that, we have to take a short little break here. You got to pay some bills, but when we come back, we're going to pick back up on the membership, go forward. So if you love this segment, you do not want to miss the next one. Stay tuned. Give us a little break here, and we'll be right back, coming back, talking about membership. We'll be right back. Hey, this is Derek with 7 Figure Year Marketing, and I'd like to introduce to you a program, AEYL. That's Alliance for Elite Youth Leadership, led by Mr. Derek Robinson. He's mentoring young people to become even better young people. They offer tutoring in all subjects in school. He has basketball coaching program and a summer youth program helping your youth get jobs for the summer. Please reach out to him if you have young children between the ages of 12 to 18. You can reach them at 214-390-5665. Once more, 214-390-5665. They'd love to hear from you because they're ready to make your young people even better young people. Once more, AEYL. Reach out to Derek Robinson at 214-390-5665.
You're listening to Extreme 103 HD. XR103. 1043hd.com, a Deep End Media station.
Are you tired of renting your home from year to year? Is your family tired of switching schools? Or are you the homeowner ready to move to a new community? Hi, my name is Jay Hodge, managing real estate agent for JK Global Investments. I dedicate each and every day to helping people just like you that are ready to call a house a home. Our specialized programs has helped many families in many situations get the home they deserve. If you don't know where to start to buy or sell your home, your first step is to call me, Jay Hodge, and let's work together. Call me at 972-884-0646 right now. That's 972-884-0646 to take your first step to buying or selling your home. Visit us online at www.jkglobalinvestments.com.
Take the first step in buying a home by calling Jay Hodge, the official realtor of Saturday Night Lights and the Imana Professional Football League. Contact him at 972-884-0646. That's 972-884-0646. 972-884-0646. Stop making your landlord rich.
Hi, I'm Layla Ali. I might be undefeated in professional boxing, but there's one problem I can't fight alone: childhood hunger. 17 million kids in America struggle with it. That's why the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks gathers surplus food and gets it to hungry kids. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
To help solve hunger in your community and to find your local food bank, visit feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dave Dixon for On the Road in Texas. A university study proves what you might already know from firsthand experience. People who drive a long way to get to work have higher blood pressure than those with shorter commutes. Trooper Sparky Dean has more on aggressive driving.
The more congested our streets and highways get, the more aggressive driving we troopers see on the road. Tailgating, passing on the right, changing lanes without signaling. These things frustrate fellow drivers and are dangerous besides. If you encounter someone who's obviously having a bad traffic day and who's not handling it well, give them plenty of space. Don't make eye contact or rude hand gestures, and don't honk your horn.
Trooper Dean reminds us that while we can't control what other people do behind the wheel, we can control our own actions. Don't let aggressive driving rub off on you. For the Texas Department of Transportation and the Texas Department of Public Safety, I'm Dave Dixon reminding you to save a lane.
Extreme 103. XR103.com.
Hello, welcome back to Seven Figure Year Marketing. I am your host, Derek Jones, where we reveal marketing secrets making you our next millionaire. Once more, I have to thank my sponsors, Washington Barber College. Look, they have 2 locations. That school is growing, and they're doing marvelous things up in Little Rock. They have a location in Little Rock, and then they have a location over in Conway. So if you're not in the big bad city of Little Rock, but you're in the area, you can go slide on over to Conway and register there. Once more, the number is 501-568-8800, 501-568-8800, or go to washingtonbarbercollege.edu. Thank you again for helping us out today. So we're talking about membership. Go ahead and give us a call. We're waiting for your calls, 214-504-3854. I have Mr. Herb Anderson, and let's see, we have an email that's come in from Melissa from Austin. Herb, she says, you two have convinced me to add membership to my salon.
Absolutely.
How do I price it? Well, this is what I would do, Melissa. I always have my clients create 3 levels. Okay, so diamond, platinum, and gold. And so people say, well, why do you start with gold? Well, if you think about it, if I started with bronze, okay, bronze is my lowest level, there's not a whole lot of value.
Absolutely.
Right? So I started them with gold, platinum, and then diamond. And so that's what you want to do. You sell, okay, you're a salon, right? So yeah, so your diamond package would be, I don't know, 2 pampering days a month, or
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So the higher the level of the package or the membership, the more amenities, so to speak, that you add into it without overpricing it and without overstating your services. And so again, when you look at the history of the membership business, go back and take a little look at the level of where you're at from a revenue standpoint and see how the packages are derived, so you can know what to add at the top level, what you can add into the middle, and then what you add on the bottom. So you never want to give them too much at the bottom because you want them to move up the ladder for the premium services. It's much like, you buy gasoline at the Shell station and you have a Ferrari. Do you want to put regular gas in that Ferrari? No. You want to buy the premium, so that's why it's available. So you can use little analogies like that and price into your salon those services that are going to add that level of premium to the three levels that Derek was talking to you about.
And so even from your Sam's days, and we talked about Ascension, so from going from one level of membership to the next, what are some of the things you guys did to promote moving up to the next level? I'm sure Melissa would love to know, how do I get them from gold to platinum to diamond?
Okay, so in that level of merchandise warehousing, so to speak, you can add X amount of members onto that membership to get to the highest level. So if you're a small business, which usually small businesses would buy the best package or the most expensive membership package, because the owner doesn't necessarily have to come in to buy for that business. So for example, if you paid for the $120 highest level service at Sam's Club, you can have your secondaries come in and buy without having the primary there. Whereas at the bottom level, it could probably be just the primary card holder and the secondary. But not only on that is that you get firsthand at some product that is available that may not be exclusive to those at the lower run of the membership base and or non-members who come in. So when you price into your model and you look at it, you're adding services and amenities at the top level that no one else at the secondary level or the bottom level of your membership are going to have availability to. But the key there is, how do you get that first year bottom level membership person to get that next year renewed at a higher level is based on the services that you have already available to your platinum or your diamond members. Make sense?
Makes sense to me. Makes sense, Melissa? Well, you can't answer through email, but because you're on email. But yeah, absolutely. We have, let me see. Again, I love taking emails, but I love taking your calls more. 214-504-3854. I think Herb wants to talk to some folks because he's sitting looking kind of comfortable in that jail over there, man, and on the mic.
Absolutely.
Let's see. We got Paul from Colorado Springs. Paul says, I sell T-shirts. How can I add membership into my T-shirt? Well, Herb, you sound like the membership expert over there. How can Paul add membership component into his T-shirts that he sells?
Well, that's a pretty generic business when it comes to selling a product. Okay, so again, you have to be innovative and creative on how to differentiate from the basic screen print on a T-shirt to something that is memorable for that customer, or they're going to wear it from an exclusivity standpoint. So you have to either add some bells and whistles into that T-shirt in order to differentiate that customer from the basic customer that's wearing a screen print on a T-shirt.
Or he could offer T-shirt of the month.
Oh, absolutely.
So just like book of the month.
Absolutely.
So every month there's this certain, as you say, maybe advance or a special screen print, or maybe some, I don't know, rhinestones or whatever, something that makes that T-shirt stand out from all the other T-shirts that he offers. And then he can say, yeah, so every month you're going to get this special T-shirt of the month because you're a member. Now, if you're a diamond member, you're going to get your choice of 3 of the T-shirts of the month and maybe a pair of socks or something.
Well, let's look at it this way from the T-shirt business, and you're looking at a generic business. let's say that you're doing a special T-shirt for an event that's coming into town, and based on your diamond package that you have, only those customers have first right to buy whatever it is. And I'll just throw out Beyonce. She's in town, and you have made this fantastic looking T-shirt with her image on it, but only the first diamond customers are going to be able to get that T-shirt. Now, that's a big jump because of trademark infringement and all that, but you get the point.
Right.
The point is exclusivity at the highest level is where you're going to get the bang for your buck on your customer base buying into that membership package.
And right, I mean, it's just as Herbert said. I mean, he's sharing a lot of information on membership. I'm sharing a lot, but also this book here, The Membership Economy. If you want to learn more and know really what it takes to integrate and roll membership into your products and services, I highly recommend this book. It's by Robbie Kelman Baxter. She's actually it's a woman, Robin, but she talks about Netflix and just all the different membership companies or companies that have membership components to them and how profitable they are because of it. So so the membership economy is what I would say. Go ahead and pick up, and so you can profit from a recurring revenue monthly stream. Of revenue.
You know, and I'll give this last example before we move on. But Amazon is a perfect example of a business that does merchandising and shipping through the internet space. Yet they're not a profitable company as a ongoing entity. They have scale, which means they have ability to reach out. So they created the Prime customer, and they've sectioned off that Prime customer where you can get 2-day shipping free. You've got Prime TV.
Sure.
You've got Prime this within their own business model. So you see where that's going. So once they've created that $99 a year membership fee, they're going to build in services to keep you paying that $99. And then when they add in more services, eventually they'll move that dollar amount from $99 to $110 to $120. So it's all about exclusivity and what you add into your packages. And I tell you what, you don't have to do too much studying and figure it out. Just go to your local car wash because they have memberships based into their own operation.
It's funny how you say that. That's where I got the idea for my naming convention, because I went to a car wash. Now, I'm telling you, I am a student. I am a steady student of sales and marketing. I went to a car wash, and the car wash listed its prices, and the lowest name, it wasn't basic, it wasn't beginner, it wasn't, the lowest level price car wash was called Super.
Absolutely. Super.
Again, if you go to Starbucks, right, the smallest cup of coffee you can order at Starbucks is what?
A tall.
A tall. That's the smallest amount is called tall. So do you get the psychology there? Absolutely. So when you're naming your membership products, okay, you're naming them, start with tall. Don't start with basic or generic or A or no. Add value to it just with the naming convention alone.
Absolutely. It works because it attracts. And from a business and marketing standpoint, again, exclusivity and differentiation of your customer allows you to use that as a reoccurring revenue stream each year. And one of our models at Sam's Club was you want to retain 80% of your customers, and 20% you may not renew annually. And then the other 20% ends up being new customers who regenerate from the old customers who have dropped off. So, rule of thumb, when you create your business model, you want to retain 80% year over year of your existing membership base. And then the other 20%, which is going to lead into the direct piece, the direct mail piece, and the other piece is how do you go out and get that other 20%?
Absolutely. Let me see. We have Nicole from Tallahassee. She says, "Oh, how do I price out my membership levels?" Here's what I would say, Nicole. Let's say your gold is $17. That's the lowest. Okay, I would just under double the second level. So that would put us at 34, so maybe 31, 30, okay? And then the middle level, after that, the highest level, 4 to 5 times what that middle level is. So if it's $30, the diamond package is 5 times that, 4 times that, 120, 150. The reason why we do that is to sell the middle package, okay? So the middle package, pardon me, the middle package seems like a bargain with the high package being priced 4 or 5 times higher, right? So, well, if that's, that price, let me go to the middle. And so it's the high price package is priced to sell the middle package.
Absolutely. And folks, that works out, after your first year of membership, because most of the time it's going to be a trial effort to see what I get for my money. But using that cigar shop or that cigar example is the exclusivity of those premium brands coming in based on the package. Now you've got me, and now I want to be first when that premium cigar comes out. And oh, by the way, that nice bourbon that's coming in town to accentuate that cigar is going to be there too. So now I have first dibs and first rights to that based on that diamond package.
And what does that give you? First dibs and first rights. What does that give you?
Well, that just gives me the ability to use that as a marketing tool to go out and...
No, but as a customer, as a client, what does that give you?
Well, the first rights to it, well, that gives me the ability to have that from an exclusive standpoint. Is that where you're going?
It gives you bragging rights.
Bragging rights, absolutely.
So you get to go to your buddies
Absolutely.
and say, "Hey, I got the latest
Absolutely.
bourbon or the newest bourbon or whatever."
Absolutely, and word of mouth is a great thing to have when you're dealing with product and exclusivity when it comes to those examples. So I tell you, folks, that you can do your own homework. Just go out there and look at those car washes and those cigar bars, and you'll understand the methodology behind membership.
Absolutely. All right, man. We are on fire, man. Herb is just socking it to us, man. What's up, man? First time on the show, he's just killing it. But yeah, we got to take another break. But yeah, we're ready to take your calls. 214-504-3854. Look, I could talk here all day. Okay, so I mean, I'd like for you to call in, but I got people emailing me too. So give us a call, 214-504-3854. We will be right back, ready to take your calls.
Folks, why won't we go to the doctor? My uncle called, speech all slurred, complaining his arms numb. He calls everybody under the sun. Aunt Peyton, his old Army buddy George. He even called my daughter Tiara, because, she's got a year of nursing. Everyone thinks he needs to go to the doctor, including me. So he said, "Well, will you take me?" I'm like, "I'm on the road." He goes, "I'll wait." Stroke's no joke. If you or someone you love have symptoms of stroke, don't call family. Don't dial a friend. Don't wait. It may be too late. Dial 911. Time loss is brain loss. Seriously, dial 911.
Learn all the symptoms of a stroke at strokesnojoke.org. That's strokesnojoke.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Thanks Thanks for asking, but I'd rather not send you nude pictures. I'm camera shy. I already said no. Under my clothes, I'm a robot. My webcam is broken. I'm worried they'll get passed around school. I have a rash. I have nudophobia. I have lizard skin. I'm a vampire, so I don't show up in pictures anyways. Your badgering has really killed the mood.
When someone is pressuring you to do something you don't want to, how many ways can you say no before they get the message? Let us know at that'snotcool.com. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Over 1 million Americans at risk of foreclosure have been helped by Making Home Affordable. Go to makinghomeaffordable.gov or call 1-888-995-HOPE. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
Extreme 103, XR103.com.
Welcome back to Seven Figure Year Marketing. I am your host, Eric Jones. We are revealing secrets, making you our next millionaire. I got to thank our sponsors one last time, Washington Barber College, up in Little Rock, Arkansas, doing great things, producing great barbers. Okay? If you're looking for a career change or looking for a career, if your kids want something different, send them to Washington Barber College. They'll come out of there with shears of gold. I've seen the students that come out of there.
Nice.
Yes. All right. So we're going to go into direct marketing and talk a little bit about that. Now, with the proliferation and growth of the internet and email and all the social media, people say direct mail doesn't work. Well, I'm here to tell you, they are absolutely incorrect. Right? Because everyone is going online and because people are going digital, those who do use direct mail, when I say direct mail, I'm talking about in your mailbox, something coming to your mailbox. Okay, so here's for people that do it. Here's what they do generally. Right? They'll send out 1,000 postcards, 10,000 postcards, and don't get any type of response. The problem with that. Well, think about when you get a postcard, okay, and you weren't looking for it, you weren't waiting for it in the mail. It just happened to be there. Now, if it is not anything that interests you, like if you're a golf and the postcard is not about golfing, where does it go?
In the trash.
Into the round file. Okay, so all these companies or businesses, they send out these bulk mailings and wonder why direct mail doesn't work. Because we are, as consumers, we are so inundated with so many marketing messages, online, offline, telemarketers, TV, right? You send out one mailing, it doesn't even catch our eye, okay? So I have a system in place, okay? And we garner about 35-40% response. When I say response, I'm talking about people buying. So out of every 100 pieces that I send out, okay, we got 30-40 people buying. So this is my process. You see this? Okay. This is what we call lumpy mail, 3D mail. All right. I'm working with a client now. This is a decoder kit. Okay, remember the little you write the message and then you can decode it with the little kit here or all right. So I would send this with a letter. Now just take this for example alone. If you get a package in the mail, okay, and it's bulky, okay, we call it bulky or 3D mail. Okay, this is not automatically going into the round file.
Absolutely.
Because it's what is this? What's happening in here? Okay, so we call it 3D mailing. Now, with this package, with this particular thing being in here, okay, it's a decoder kit. So whatever you put in the package, you want to tie it in to the letter. So the way my letter goes, as you can see, I have attached a decoder kit to this letter. I've done this for 3 reasons. One, I have something very important to say, and I needed to get your attention. 2, I have decoded, okay, decoder kit, decoded. I have decoded whatever problem you're having in your industry, with the industry. So I have decoded, my client is doing compliance on demand. So I have decoded being charged with 8823 papers or having to do monthly reports. I have decoded that, and so that's why I've attached this. And then 3, when you're done with it, you can have fun with your significant other playing back and forth decoding messages. Right? So we send this out, okay? So that's the first letter that goes out. Now, for those that don't respond to that letter, then we send out a second mailing, okay? So the second mailing includes the first letter, not necessarily the 3D part, but the first letter that went out, and then the second letter referring back to the first letter and giving more detailed about the services. Now, for those who don't respond to that letter, then we send out one last letter, okay? So we have 3 mailings that we send out in this sequence. So again, you know, we're not showing up at the door just one time. We're giving ourselves 3 opportunities to get in front of them, to talk to them, to get them to respond. Okay?
Absolutely.
And so, you know, 3 minutes, 3 mailings versus 1 mailing, and 3 mailings with a 3D
message behind it.
Who's going to win?
Absolutely.
And who's going to close?
Yeah, you make a significant point about the size of the mailing. And with the size of the mailing, again, you have differentiated yourself away from all the other mailings that come in. And so typically when people get direct mail, they're not looking at it because there's not a service that they want.
Exactly.
So they throw it away. In the bulk size mailing, you're actually saying, wow, what's inside this?
Exactly.
And so stop, hold, I'm going to open this one up because it could be the winning lotto ticket that somebody mailed me. So I'm being facetious with that, but that's what it does. It brings out the wow factor. And then from there, based on the information that Derek just said, 30% capture rate?
Yeah, 30.
Wow,
40.
that's high.
Yeah.
I mean, for a direct mailing, that is really high. And so, you know, after the first attempt that says no, there's a second attempt and a third attempt. And so that capture rate in the first attempt, that's awesome. You know, 30% off the top, that's a great number.
Actually, we got a call coming in. Let me take this call real quick and see what's on this caller's mind. 1845, you are on the air. Welcome to 7-Figure Year Marketing. How may we help you?
Hi, Derek. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. How are you?
I'm wonderful. First of all, I just want to say I think your show is just awesome. Mr. Herb, I appreciate all the information that you guys have been given tonight. I literally have about 7 pages of notes
of
welcome. Just this session, and I'm blown out of my mind right now with this idea that you guys are talking about, because I don't care how old you get. If you get a package that big, you're not throwing that away.
Absolutely.
So I have a quick question, though, in regards to that, because I have received packets that maybe not as bulky as what you just stated, but they have some thickness to them. But they do have like a generic like look on the outside that looks like, you know, a mass marketing or something that I wouldn't be interested to possibly open. What are the ideas that you have on the outside of the packaging that would still, you know, intrigue somebody, even though it's bulky? Do you have any ideas of what the outside marketing should look like, just so that person won't feel like, yeah, I know what this is?
Sure. Excellent question. The outside, the address, handwrite the address so it looks like it's coming from a friend or a relative, right? So do not put a sticker on there. Handwrite the address, right? Also, put regular stamps on there, not meter stamps, but stamps. And put the stamps on there, put one upside down, put one kind of crooked, put one, so it doesn't look like as quote unquote professional a business sending it to you or you sending it out
so
to
it's
someone.
It's more of a personal approach.
Exactly, right. So yeah,
Okay.
no labels, no metered stamps, live stamp. We call them live stamps. Turn them upside down, turn them crooked, and handwrite the return and sender's address, the address you're sending it to.
Okay, and my other question is, will you have any information on your show tonight of where we can get this done for like our businesses? Because I think it's a genius idea.
Sure.
'Cause
Well,
I know you said you offer that.
right. So if you just go to my our Facebook page and just you can send me a message and give me your information. I'll follow up with you because actually we've been talking so much and doing so many things and so many great things. And thank you for the call. We love you for calling. Thank you. We're gonna have to go, really, basically what I'm saying. But yeah, so go to my Facebook page, 7 Figure Year Marketing, and touch bases with me there, or hit me up on Twitter at 7 Figure Year. Share me your Twitter information, and we'll connect and follow up with you from that point. Thank you for the call.
Will do.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Have
Thank
a great
you,
night.
sir.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so yeah, we've been talking about membership and direct mail, and we had a great call. And Herb, you shared a lot of great information. Thank you for being on the show.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Look forward to having you back when you have the $10,000 policies that you're going to be doing this year.
Absolutely. So look forward to some more information coming out. Hopefully I'll be another guest on another show. Again, my number is 682-561-5439 and an email address of herbceo1@gmail.com, and it's New York Life.
New York Life. See you guys next week, 6 o'clock p.m. 7 Figure Year Marketing. Thank you.
Extreme 103, XR103.com.